All right, so let's talk. As you guys have seen, I have not been uploading and I haven't been posting. We've been through this before on a couple of occasions now, and burnout is one massive thing for me, and I need to find ways to do better. But it wasn't just burnout, which this video is going to explain. The burnout part was me not getting this video out when I said I would. The burnout part wasn't why I left Paladins and will not be playing or uploading Paladins consistently anymore on this channel or streaming over on my Twitch Vex30, by the way. So let's go into specifics. Why did I leave Paladins and not returning? First, we need to talk about Evil Mojo versus Hi-Rez. Very important distinction I have to make before I say anything. Hi-Rez Studios is the company that owns Evil Mojo Studios and other companies that run their other games, aka Smite, Realm Royale Reforged, Row Company. They all have their individual companies, but Hi-Rez owns them all. Hi-Rez sucks. I fucking hate Hi-Rez. I hate everything to do with them. I hate their business practices. I don't like the higher ups that are there because of what they have done and things I have heard. And I don't like the way they treated Paladins and they treat their other games. Evil Mojo, on the other hand, Paladins dev team, amazing. I love you guys. I love every set of devs that have come through Paladins. You guys have done amazing, and you deserve all the love and praise in the world. You guys might not think that, but you have to understand that Hi-Rez is the reason why Evil Mojo doesn't get funding. They don't put money into the game. They don't care about the game. They move on to their next project, their next big thing, instead of reinvesting the money into the games that already have a fan base. The only one that they do that really is Smite. Smite makes a lot of money off skins, so they put the money into Smite to make more skins and make more money so they can produce their new games and their upcoming 3 years late games. With all that being said, fuck Hi-Rez. I love Evil Mojo though. Take, for instance, Realm Royale. Specifically, now, I have heard this, and I've heard this from multiple sources now. Erez, one of the higher, if not owner, I believe, of Hi-Rez, fucked over Realm Royale. He made decisions on his own to change the game, and he forced them through, and it killed the game. Hi-Rez makes terrible decisions, and they do not care about their products. They're just in it for either a hobby or a quick buck. I really don't know what it is, but their practices are not great. Why else do I hate Hi-Rez? Well, let's first talk about the audio issue. Now, the audio issue happens. Our game is so spaghetti coded that we're going to run into issues that are unsolvable. That's going to happen, and it is what it is. We've learned to live with that. I've played the game for 6 years. That is the normal for me and everyone who has played this long. But the fact that, number one, this could be on Evil Mojo. This part might not be on Hi-Rez. They didn't even address the problem except for one Reddit post or a Discord post. They didn't address it on their social medias, in game, and this was a major problem that affected almost every single player that played the game and was actively killing the game because people don't want to play without audio. During this time that they did not address the issue, they decided to tweet on their main Paladins Twitter, hey guys, how about we go check out the DKO or Divine Knockout beta or alpha that's coming up. Sign up now. Let's take the players that we have left and try to push them onto a new game. Now, granted, all other social medias like Smite, Row Company, etc., all made that tweet. But it's so disrespectful in our face that we have this issue going on in our game, and you decide to push your next product first before even identifying and addressing the problem that we have currently that is actively working against your game's growth and is actively killing the game. It's frustrating, as you can tell. Now, let's talk about TwitchCon. I went to TwitchCon, as some of you know. It was really fun. I had a great time. But let's talk about how Hi-Rez only had their 2 new games there. They had their new game. I don't even remember what it's called. It's like a Destiny-esque game. I don't know. And then they had Divine Knockout. Not a single booth for Paladins, Smite, anything. Hi-Rez gives up on their older games so fast and move on to the next big thing 3 years late. And I keep saying that because they always come up with products that are on a genre and on trend, but about 2 to 3 years ago. And they have a pattern of doing that. Now, it might not exactly be 2 to 3 years. Like, Realm Royale came out a bit later, but it wasn't exactly 2 to 3 years. But, you know, you get the point. You know what I'm saying? And every time we walked around DKO, it was me, Sailor Mary, I Am Me Sam, Fawn, Primera, Bodies. Every time, specifically Sam, it was hilarious. We'd walk by the DKO booth. She would just, ugh. And really, I would internally too, because every time you heard that, you just heard the disrespect coming to our game and how little they care by like just promoting their new game rather than even having a small section of Paladins. Just like one person there from Paladins, like bring a content creator out to run the booth. I don't care. Like, it was so disrespectful. And not only that, but as I talked about earlier, the lack of funding Paladins gets, they take their funding and move it all into new games. It's as simple as that. They don't care about Paladins. They don't fund it. And that is why you hate the Paladins dev team. It is not because of the dev team. Sometimes they make terrible balance choices. Absolutely. I agree. It happens. You know, they're not like seasoned veterans when it comes to the FPS hero shooter genre, right? But that team fucking cares. And I know the team there right now. I know every single team. I've been here for 6+ years and I've been here for so long. Dry Bear era, like even before that. These devs fucking care. They just do not get the funding that they need to put into development of the game. They don't hire enough people. Like when I was talking to Feisty Jalapeno, they have like 2 coders on Champions and that's it. And when you're having 2 people look at something, 4 eyes, you're going to miss stuff. And things are going to go through the cracks like they do. Paladins does not have a big enough team for this scale and what they want to do. We just got our first map in 3 years. Since Bazaar. That's unacceptable. And a game that is already stagnant and stale as a genre. Getting a new map every 3 years is unacceptable. It's because they had one person working on it. And that's it. One person. Shaq. Bless him. He did wonderful. But they had one person working on it. That is unacceptable for a genre that becomes so stagnant and stale so fast. And we've seen that with Overwatch. We've seen that all the other hero shooters. Valorant's a little bit of an exception since it's a tactical hero shooter. But the point still stands. You have to produce new content, and you need funding to do that. Now, I don't know Paladins economics. I don't know if they're making money, losing money, if they can even afford to put more money into it. But there are things called investments. And with how dedicated the Paladins community has been, in the slow decline, there was never one major investment from what we have seen from the outside into the game. There was never an increase in the community, increase into the developers, increase of the size of the team to try to produce better content and fix the game. Not that we have seen. There might have been internally that we didn't know about, but we have never seen it. The lack of funding is pitiful. And fuck Hi-Rez. I love you, Evil Mojo, but fuck Hi-Rez. Fuck Hi-Rez and their business practices and the way they treat their employees and their games. I have heard stories from people about Hi-Rez, which we might actually bring some people on. We're not under NDA to come talk about it because it's bad. It's, I don't know. Fuck Hi-Rez. Simple as that. I hate Hi-Rez and I hate their practices and I hate the way they treat their games. Me specifically, why am I leaving Paladins? What was the catalysts for my specific outside of seeing the tweet about DKO and TwitchCon and all of that? Well, number 1, I was banned a few months back and I was banned for a week. I've played this game for 6 years without a single ban. And I get banned randomly for 1 week and I'm like, okay, I was banned. What did I do? I reached out, tried to figure it out. They wouldn't tell me what I did. It's like, oh, you violated chat. I'm not toxic. I'm not a toxic player. I used to be, but I'm not a toxic player anymore. And I haven't been for 5+ years at this point. I didn't say anything bad. The only thing I can think of they banned me for was when somebody was calling me fat, overweight, making fun of me. I said, dude, you have a weak mental if you're treating me like this. And a friend of mine pointed out how that can be a bad thing to say. And I understand the ban. I get it. It is what it is. But the fact that I've been here for this long and to not even get a little bit of respect from anyone to say, hey, let's go ahead and we'll talk to you about what happened. And I'm not pulling the content creator privilege here. It's because I've spent so long with this game and I have done so much with this game. I won't say for this game because I'm just a small content creator, but that was very disrespectful to me. And yes, I'm very privileged to be able to say that as a content creator, but I could feel the disrespect and how much they didn't care. Let's talk about ranked. I, as a person, am a competitive person. I like to play games competitively. I like to try. I don't care about winning specifically. Winning isn't what really gets me off from playing video games. I don't really care. As long as it's a good game, I'm having fun. And when it comes to Paladins ranked, it's dead. Paladins ranked is dead. At a higher level, diamond, platinum, it is dead. I was playing with gold players at the end and silver players as a masters. I could not be bothered to try anymore. There was no point. There was no competitiveness left in the game. I was waiting 10 minutes for golds and silvers in my games, and I could not take it anymore. I was done. I was burnt. I was over it. And yes, that comes with players leaving. Ranked is going to get worse. It is how the system works. Less players means worse matchmaking. I get it. I get how it works. But all those other factors have led to ranked getting worse, and it just isn't fun. Now, I try to play casually. You know, I try to do custom games. I try to do casual games with my viewers. I fucking love you guys. I have so much love for you, and you, I'll get into it later, but I have so much love for y'all. I tried. I really fucking tried to play casuals, and I really fucking tried to play custom games and have fun. But that is just not who I am as a person. I am a competitive person, and I need to play competitively to enjoy myself. And if I'm not enjoying myself, I will not make good content, and then that spirals me out of control. And that's why these burnout periods happen. I know I'm not making good content, but then I don't know how to make good content, and then I don't know what to do, and then I don't know what to switch or where to go to another game, and I just go into a mental spiral that I don't recover from. And Paladins caused it again. The same thing happened the first time that I took a break for 7 months. The same thing happened. Sorry, I'm getting really frustrated because it is really frustrating. But I tried, and I just don't enjoy them. I enjoy playing Paladins with friends. Literally last night, I'm recording this on the 10th of November. The 9th, I was playing with friends, streaming it. That's about it. That's all you're going to ever see from me streaming, and maybe the occasional video just to see how the game's doing. I've spent 6 years of my life with this game. I grew up with this game. This game and this community took me through dark times in my life and growth in my life. And it's hard to say goodbye. And this was the hardest decision I think I've ever made. And I know that as a content creator, I'm gonna struggle for a while, and that's okay. I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now. I'm enjoying the games I'm playing. But this game took me through a lot of moments in my life, and a lot of memories, and a lot of people, and a lot of good memories. And it's hard to say goodbye, but it's something that has to be done. With that being said, through the frustration and the anger, I have to thank people, and I have to thank people that really mean a lot to me, and I've met through the game, especially the last year. There's a bunch of streamers I've met that really have had an impact on me, and consider them to be friends, if not good friends. This shit sucks. This shit really sucks. It sucks to have to do this. Now, I'm not saying thank you because I'm quitting content creation. We're continuing content creation. Don't get me wrong. This channel is alive and well, and I'm going to revive it. But to the streamers, Mayari, formerly known as Sailor Mayari, Mayari Karibel, I can't say her last part of her name right. I'm so bad at it. I'm so sorry, Mayari. Crown, Primera, Vaughn, Sam, I appreciate you all. And I've met a lot of good streamers through Paladins and good people. And not to only the Paladins streamers, but to the Paladins community in general. Y'all are probably the most dedicated fan base that I know. You guys don't give up. You guys can't give up. We're playing Paladins, for Christ's sake. If we were quitters, we'd be gone a long time ago, and this game would be dead on arrival 4 years ago. Once it came out of beta, this game has always had issues, and it's always seemed like it's been in beta for 4 years. And ever since it came out, it's pretty much been in beta. Y'all are amazing, and you all mean the world to me. And if you plan to never watch this channel again and unsubscribe, I understand, and I get it. And I appreciate you all for the support you've given me up to this point. Not only to the Paladins community, but to my community. You guys are fucking amazing. I've been doing this for 4 years now, YouTube, 3 years. God, it's been so long. Ever since the start of PPL. It's been like 2-3 years at this point. Yeah. And 36,000 subscribers. We've come a long way. We've had our ups and downs. If you've been here for a while, you know that. This has happened before. You guys are used to this happening. And a lot of you stayed. And I can't thank you enough for it. I can't thank you all enough for the love and support you give me every day. I still see comments coming through on the YouTube channel. It still happens. I haven't posted in 3 months. Now, I specifically want to thank a bunch of my people. Shout outs. Thunder Lafaku. Never get his name right, but I love them to death. Thunder, you have supported me. For context, Thunder is my staff in my Discord, moderator on all my channels. She is a wonderful and amazing person that showed me love and support, and I didn't give it back at the time, and I felt terrible about it. So Thunder, thank you. You have stuck with me through thick and thin. Faku, my dude, I don't respond to your DMs very often, and I'm sorry. I love you to death, and you've literally been here since the start of the channel, I believe, and you have not left. Thank you so much for not leaving and sticking with me through it. And that's only 2 of many. Ramit, one of my head staff now. Mezing, he's been here for a while. Cora, Tobias, Fire of Water, mainly a Discord mod. Johnny was an old mod that left. She was a moderator for me and made my Discord active. And then I went through a burnout period and then ditched everyone. And she left during that period, understandably and justifiably, and very valid for her too. Thank you, Johnny. And to the rest of my mods and my viewers and my lurkers, I have so much love for you guys. And I'm sorry I have to say goodbye to Paladins in the community, but things got to change and I have to move on. Paladins, I don't see a future for Paladins, and I don't see a future for me and Paladins. So now let's talk about my plans and the future of this channel. We were playing Valorant for a while, but I think I've stuck on Overwatch. We will be playing Overwatch. We will be making Overwatch content. Right now, currently, I am a support main in Overwatch, so you will see a lot of support content coming out of this channel. You're going to see a lot of gameplays at first until I feel comfortable enough in the game to start making guides and start teaching y'all the game. Let me be clear. Fuck Blizzard and fuck everything that they have done. The harassment that happens at that company and what has happened is unacceptable. I need to make that clear before anything. I did buy the first battle pass, and I do regret it. I do not plan to spend any money in Overwatch. Blizzard do not deserve my money, and they don't deserve your money. But I do have love for the game, and I do have love for the product that they created. Not just Overwatch, but if a hero shooter does come out or some similar FPS game, I do plan on playing it and showing it on the channel, and maybe switching over to a new game. But for now, it's going to be Overwatch 2. And I hope to see y'all soon. Very soon, I hope. Gonna currently work on a video tonight. yeah, we're gonna revive the TikTok, the shorts, everything, the Discord. Hoping to bring it all back, and I hope you guys will stick with me through it. Thank you to the Paladins community, to my community, Evil Mojo, for everything. Y'all literally mean the world to me. But I would say I hope you enjoyed the vid, but it's kind of a sad one. But I hope you enjoy your day, night, evening, morning, dawn, dusk, or whatever it is where you live. And I will see you very soon in the next one. Later. And goodbye.